88 years we've been defending the shield. Fight for the shield.
Are we the meanest? Showing up. Are we the baddest? Showing up. We the dirtiest, toughest players around? Showing up.
Who is Fenwick High School?
I am Fenwick. Who? I am Fenwick.
1, 2, 3, right! Our Lady of Victory! Our stronger lead!
Who's out? I said who's out? I said who's out? Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. 2, 3.
Thank you for joining us on the Nero Broadcast Network. If you want to stay updated with new content, please help us by subscribing to the channel and clicking the bell icon to enable notifications. This will ensure you're notified whenever new videos are uploaded. Welcome to the Pat and Rhino Show with your hosts, Pat Fagan and Ryan Nero, working together to bring a live baseball stream right to your mobile devices. Thank you for watching and enjoy the game. Fenwick Friar Baseball is streaming live from beautiful Priory Park in River Forest, Illinois. The Fenwick Friars are getting set for their Game 1 here in the playoffs as they're set to take on the Mount Carmel Caravans. This playoff game is, you can feel the excitement here. My partner, Pat Fagan, is away today. I know I wish he could be here at his place. We have Brian Dragus to the broadcast.
Thank you so much for having me, Ryan. Appreciate the invite. Look forward to covering the Friars.
As the Friars take their warm-ups, Priory Field plays 342 down the right field line, 390 straightaway center, and 340 to left field. Jack Fagan on the mound here for the Friars as the umpires and coaches meet at home plate to exchange pleasantries and cover the ground rules here. Beautiful sunny day here in River Forest, Illinois. Not a cloud in the sky as the sun's shining. A nice, calm, 67-degree day. Couldn't ask for more. Barely a breath of wind. Brian, how did the Friars line it up defensively today?
Well, we've got Jack Fagan on the mound. Jack Fagan, the big right-hander. He's facing a story program at Mount Carmel Baseball. And let me pull up the lineup here and see if they've got that set up yet. I'm not quite sure if they have it, but we'll look for it.
How you doing, partner?
Very special guest joining us in the broadcast booth here. This is the broadcast booth. We're getting ready here. Oh, sorry.
Well, Ryan, we're waiting for the
lineup. We'll just take a look
to be
there.
set up. So if you want to call out the players.
Sure, it looks like we
infield.
got Jimmy Benakhtar playing third. Gio Rangel at shortstop. Over at second base, it looks like it's Caleb Flanagan today. And that's Elliot Bastido at first base. The battery today is Jack Fagan with Zach Morgan calling the pitches behind home plate. Out in left field looks like Anthony Buccolo. In center looks like Beckett Javel, and out and right looks like Rocco Nero. And as the Mount Carmel Caravans get ready to huddle up, Fagan finishes his warm-up pitches, and we're set for this first beautiful day playoff game here in River Forest, Illinois. Thanks to all of our live streamers across the country for watching. We appreciate all of your support as we get ready to start the ball game here.
Jack Fagan's had a great year, great season. The coaches certainly trust him to have the first start in this playoff game.
Yeah, absolutely. Jack's been pitching well as of late. Two beautiful outings back-to-back. An absolute gem against Marmion Catholic. And in a tense game there where the Friars were victorious. And love to see a repeat of that. Love to give a shout out to Pat Fagan there. I know he's watching intently and watching his son as Jack gets ready to start the ball game as the Caravans step in the box. Fagan kicks and fires. Good ball for strike one. And we're underway here.
Jack Fagan's really good at getting ahead of the count early.
Fastball in there just misses. A little extra mustard on that one. Skips past Zach Morgan.
He did have some zip on that one.
That ball hit foul back to the backstop. It's going to be quickly strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Mount Carmel will chirp.
Dunbar up the plate here, the leadoff hitter, number 1. Just misses. Beautiful pitch. 2-2 the count to Fagan. A lot of fans showing up here for this Friday evening game. Fastball in there. And Fagan looks strong on the mound. That one didn't miss by much, partner.
Just it's slightly high, according to the umpire.
There's a ground ball. Oh, just past Bastido down the right field line. Nero gives chase, fires it in, and throws a strike over to Gio Rangel. And that's a leadoff single. And man, I really feel like Fagan got squeezed a little bit there. He's going to have to show some versatility and come back and get this guy with the leadoff runner on base. It's going to be a tight game today. No room for error here. And that's going to bring up the number 2 hitter, number 8 for the Caravans. Don't have a lineup here, so I apologize, folks. That ball misses low.
That outfield did a good job holding to a single.
Yeah, that was a nice shot down the line. I need to have given Gay, you're thinking 2 on that one, but that ball in there for a strike. And now it's 1-1 the count, man on first. Nero did a good job getting over to it quickly and then firing a bullet over to Rangel. Fagan turns and fires. Yeah, be ready. You got to be ready. You're watching the game. We got a new production manager here today. We're very happy to have him.
The production manager happens to be a varsity pitcher.
That ball,
nice enough to volunteer.
Oh, just misses low. And a count 2-1. And it's going to be a tight zone today. Fagan, quick worker on the mound for the Friars. Throws a curveball in there for a strike. And it's 2-2 the count here.
So far, Fagan looks like he has good command.
A lot of Friar fans here supporting their. That one fouled back and out of play. Morgan catches it off the backstop. Certainly a playoff atmosphere here today at the Priory. Wouldn't you agree, partner?
Absolutely. The excitement is palpable. You can feel it.
Fagan kicks, fires a fastball in there, and Bachler just ends up getting a piece of it and fouls it straight back. The count remains at 2-2. Shout out to the Friars Center Field Parrot Club. 2-2 offer it. I'm not sure what happened there.
We got a little foul tip.
Was it a foul tip on that one?
A foul tip.
So he did get a piece
missed
of it. Man, I missed it completely. So,
it was very close to a strikeout.
Wow. Nice curveball for Fagan. Almost gets him swinging. Fireball! Fagan gets him swinging. Strike 3.
The crowd really loved that.
Fagan definitely looks like he's in command and in charge up there on the mound for the Friars. And there's one away here, man on first for the Friars. I'm sorry, for the Caravans, rather. Off speed, goes into the dirt, all the way to the backstop, and the leadoff runner is going to take second base on the play.
That will take a double play out of order. So Fagan's looking for a pop-up or a strikeout here.
Strong lefty stands in there for the Caravan. Flanagan keeping him on. Fastball in there, just misses low. 2-0 the count to the number 3 hitter for the Caravans.
You were right about that. That barely missed. It looked like a strike to me.
This is Alberto, number 44. Fagan changing eye levels there. Curveball misses high. Now it's 3-0. Yeah, not a big deal here. If he loses them to a walk, sets up the double play to get out of the inning. That's positive thinking, partner.
Absolutely.
There it is. That one had some mustard. Knocked the glove off the catcher, Zach Morgan.
Well, and now they do have an opportunity to turn the double play and end this inning.
This guy's tough. This guy. And number 7 for the Caravans. This guy's a hitter. He's a baller. That ball misses low. Runners on first and second now for the Friars. Leadoff runner reached on a single down the line. And on first now, issued a free pass. And now there's 1 out, 1 ball. No strikes here. And a pretty exciting first inning. Swinging strike there.
Another good pitch from Fagan. Got a foul tip. He's now even on the count.
Yep. I got to believe that Fagan has got to be up there thinking, I'm going to go deep and empty the tank today. It's going to be a tight game. There's going to be some deep counts. That ball hit in the air. Foul down the right field line and out of play. Not quite the distance to reach Harlem Avenue, maybe.
And now Fagan has a head in the count. Got a chance to get this out. This would be a big out.
All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strikeout is key here, as my partner noted. That one fouled back. And Fagan dealing here. What are we looking for here, partner?
We're looking for probably a curve. And that's what he threw.
And it's
in
there for a strike called looking. And that's 2 away.
Excellent pitch selection from Fagan.
Where's your phone? I sent you a lot of stuff that I needed.
He's 1 out away
Lovely
from getting out of
Tracy
a tough
Nero
inning.
here. And now there's 2 away here. Runners at first and second. There's a ground ball to shortstop. Gio Rangel that skips through.
Boy.
Scooped up by Bucalo, who fires it into the cut man. The runner's going to score on the play. Instead of a gun, errors are going to cost you. Errors are going to cost you, especially into the playoffs when you're playing good teams.
Well, Ryan, that's exactly what Fagan wanted. He got it, but the play just wasn't executed.
But a nice force out to end the inning. But now the Friars really got to do a gut check, right? You can't fold in the face of adversity here. You have to find a way to grind through it, and Jack's got to find a way to fight through the adversity here and go after the next hitter. And there he is with strike 1 on the curveball. Beautiful pitch. For real, you didn't get any of those messages?
So the Friars can't get down. They just got to play good defense.
That ball hit high in the air on the infield. Gio Rangel camping out underneath it. And he makes the catch to end the inning. And an adventurous top of the first here.
A professional softball player. The total
And it's
control
gonna be
balls are a
one
weighted
run
hitting ball system
on
that develops
one
a
hit
strength and
with
extension
one
in the
error.
hitting zone while providing
And
instant
your
feedback.
Mount Carmel
They are used by
Caravans
individuals
lead
of all
1-0
ages for both
as we
baseball and
come up to the
softball
bottom
throughout
of
the
the first
world,
here.
from
The Friars
recreational
take
little
a
league
stick
all the
in
way up to
just
the
a minute.
professional levels. Major league teams like the Texas Rangers, travel ball gold teams like the Beverly Bandits, as well as over 10,000 colleges, universities, and high schools. Visit us at TotalControlSports.com.
Near West Umpires LLC, providing high-quality, dependable umpires for all your baseball needs. When you need an umpire, you need Near West Umpires LLC. And this break in the action has been brought to you by our friends at SafeBuilt, a nationwide firm that partners with local governments across the country, supporting the enforcement of safe building, infrastructure, and maintenance standards, helping communities reimagine staffing, refine service delivery, and realize savings. This break in the action's been brought to you by Dairy Queen in Villa Park, 211 East St. Charles Road. The Dairy Queen in Villa Park has been in business for over 85 years. The friendly staff will be serving up frozen treats daily. Dairy Queen in Villa Park.
Back in the action here at the Priory as the Friars get set. Put their bats to work here. Friars been swinging electric bats here the second half of the season as Beckett Javel stands in as the leadoff man for the Friars. Friars trailing 1-0 here. Beckett swings through that one for strike one. Beckett been great in the leadoff spot for the Friars of late. Finds a way to get on. Fights himself down here. It's his rare 0-2.
You knew Carmel's going to throw a good pitch.
And that's going to be a strike three. Yeah, I got to believe Nat is their ace.
I would think so, and I think that Fenwick Friars are going to have to be patient at the plate.
That's going to bring up Buccolo. Buccolo sends one out in the air to center field, who's camping out underneath it. And he gives it a ride. Center fielder squeezes, puts the leather around. That's going to be out number 2. That's going to be 2 outs. Like I said, that's going to bring up Jimmy Bonakdar for the Friars. Jimmy, the strong left-hander, third baseman. Takes strike one. I think he was taken all day just to kind of time things up. I think I was a little outside, but what do I know over here in the booth here with you, Brian? Curveball misses high.
And now the Fenwick Friars are chirping on the bench after that pitch. And that is
that ball hit in the air.
But well played by the
left fielder made a nice play on it. We go 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. And we'll be back with the top of the second here in just a few minutes.
Near West Umpires LLC, providing high-quality, dependable umpires for all your baseball needs. When you need an umpire, you need Near West Umpire.
We use Total Control balls. Why don't you?
Season starts now. Training never ends.
Visit us at TotalControlSports.com.
And this break in the action has been brought to you by our friends at Safe Built, a nationwide firm that partners with local governments across the country, supporting the enforcement of safe building, infrastructure, and maintenance standards, helping communities reimagine staffing, refine service delivery, and realize
Back in the action here as Fagan finishes his warm-up pitches. Friars down 1-0. Fagan kicks, fires that one a little bit outside.
Jack's fast.
Yeah, partner, that's pretty typical with Fagan. He's a quick worker. Doesn't waste a lot of time between pitches.
He certainly does not.
So if you were in a hurry to get somewhere tonight, you want him on the mound. That was a ground ball to Gio Rangel, scoops it up, fires it over into the dirt, scooped by Bastido, and a beautiful play at first base. And that's going to be out number 1.
That was an excellent scoop. That's not easy to do. Got a nice play from the shortstop to the first base.
And that's the way it always goes, right? You make an error, and then the next ball's always hits you.
And never a doubt, it will find you, right?
And Gio Rangel, he stayed down on that one, made a nice play, and fired it over across. Nice play by Bastido there. And 2-0 now to count. Fagan kicks, fires fastball in there for a strike called. I know my partner Pat is here. He'd be talking about how important that first pitch strike is. That ball hit in the air out to center field. Beckett giving chase, lines it up, puts the glove on it. That's going to be out number 2.
Very nice to play. He saw that right off the bat and made a comfortable catch.
I like how you said that. Comfortable catch. Yeah, he did make a good line to the ball, camped out underneath it. Yeah, very comfortable. Well played.
Very smooth.
You're a professional, Brian. Curveball in there, gets him.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
He froze him.
A little bit inside.
That's a good change of speed right there.
1 ball, 1 strike. You know, got me on the name on this one. Sorry, 13. I apologize. Gusiti. There's a ground ball softly hit to the second baseman. Flanagan fires it over, and it's going to be 3 up, 3 down for the Caravans.
An outstanding inning for the Friars.
And now the Friars, as they jog off the field, there's no runs, no hits, no errors. Friars trailing 1-0 here as we come up to the bottom of the second inning. We'll be back with the Pat and Rhino Show on the Nero Broadcast Network in just a few minutes.
I'm Amber Patton of Total Control Sports and professional softball player. The Total Control balls are a weighted hitting ball system that develops a hitter's strength and extension through the hitting zone while providing instant feedback. They are used by individuals of all ages for both baseball and softball throughout the world, from recreational Little League all the way up through the professional levels. Major league teams like the Texas Rangers, travel ball gold teams like the Beverly Bandits, as well as over 10,000 colleges, universities, and high schools. Visit us.
This break in the action's been brought to you by Dairy Queen in Villa Park, 211 East St. Charles Road. The Dairy Queen in Villa Park has been in business for over 85 years. The friendly staff will be serving.
Sorry, back in the action here. As the Friars get ready to take the sticks, it looks like we're going to go Rocco Nero, Bastido, and Gall here. Friars chase 1. Partner, you were saying?
Yeah, this was a 12-team tournament, and the Friars got a bye, so 1 win, and they are in the quarterfinals with 2 games to win the championship.
There takes first pitch strike. And you know it's coming. That gets fastball looking, then the change.
He is a crafty pitcher.
Yeah,
There's
he's
no
crafty.
doubt about that.
Fastball here, high.
I would guess that was 20 miles per hour, faster than the previous pitch.
1-2 the count. I think fastball again. No way! No way! Oops. Sorry, folks. Somebody jumped into the booth, was very passionate about that call, didn't like it. We'll have to make sure we have better security here in the booth.
Well,
That one
Jack Fagan better get that same call.
It looked a little upstairs. We'll have to check
sure
it on
did.
the replay. And Nero set down on strikes.
I would say that was about 4 inches too high.
And the Mount Carmel pitcher has set down 4 in a row here. There's a shot. Oh, and the second baseman playing deep. As Bastido's retired. Second baseman caught the line drive.
He only had to move about 8 feet on that, Ryan. It was well hit.
That's
But right
gonna
to a guy.
Yes, sir. Timmy Gall takes one inside for ball one. Might be the first time the Friars were ahead in the count. That one misses upstairs. Just got to get in their head. Just a little bit of energy, you know, from the Friar fans and trying to get things changing with the momentum here. That one in there for a strike call. 2-1 the count to Timmy Gall, batting with 2 outs here. Takes the strike, and the count is even now 2-2.
That was outside.
Full count here as Gall works the full count. Might find our first Friar on base here this afternoon. Gall takes a shot at it down the line. Oh, and it's just foul.
That was very close to
Hit
being a
down
big
the left
problem.
field line, and that might have been a double. However, it's a long strike. Chris and Ann are looking on, maybe from center field, maybe from home, maybe at the after party from the graduation ceremony. Maybe they're not looking on at all, but that was a close one. Gall gets set to do it again. That one's in the dirt.
There we go.
And the Friars are in business with a 2-out walk. That's going to bring up Flanagan. Caleb Flanagan hits. And if I were to pay attention, I'm pretty certain that I'd find Dan Flanagan out there in the right field near the bleachers. Flanagan hits that one up the middle. That's going to be trouble. That's going to move Gall to second. And now the Friars got something working here.
One key here, partner, and we could tie this game.
That's going to bring up Zach Morgan with runners on first and second for the Friars. Starting to put a little pressure on the Caravans here at the bottom of the second inning. Let's see if Morgan can make something happen here for the Friars.
Zach Morgan's a patient hitter. He generally hits it over the second baseman. That's his usual hit, which would be very nice in this situation.
There's a chopper foul down the third base line. Morgan, good eye for the strike zone. Finds himself down 0-2 here.
I think the pitcher threw a little changeup there. That's why Morgan was ahead of it.
Hopefully Morgan's, I think he's got to be looking hook. I'd be looking hook. We'll see. Maybe he's going to try to blow it past, and there's the hook. Misses wide. Nice.
That was a good take.
1-2. Excuse me. 1-2 the count here. Come on, Zach. Morgan pops one in the air. Short right field. Left field, rather. Shortstop's out. Left fielder comes in, makes the catch, and the Friars leave 2. It was a walk and a hit, I believe, there. And so score remains 0-0. You're watching the Pat and Rhino Show on the Nero Broadcast Network. We'll be back in just a few.
We use total control balls. Why don't you?
Season starts now. Training never ends.
Visit us at totalcontrolsports.com.
LLC. Near West Umpires LLC, providing high-quality, dependable umpires for all your baseball needs. When you need an umpire, you need Near West Umpire.
Okay, back in the action here at the Priory after an exciting bottom of the second inning. Correction, my partner noted that the score is 1-0, not 0-0. Fagan on the mound. Nails first pitch. Something off speed. That sure was a curveball.
Off speed, and always great to get ahead on that first pitch.
Man,
extremely important.
Man, you said it. 0-1 the count. This would be the number 10th hitter.
Now he's ahead.
Number 10th hitter in the lineup here for the Caravans. And this is the second baseman, Polano. Fagan's up here, 1-2 the count.
Good idea to put that out of the zone with 2 strikes.
Yeah, I think a well-placed fastball right here is going to do it. Let's see what Fagan comes up with. And when he goes with the off-speed, that one's hitting the gap. And over Bucalo's head out in left field, that's going to be trouble as it rolls all the way to the fence. He's turned at second, on his way to third. Oh, my gosh, and now the shortstop. I think he would have had third anyway, but ball took a crazy hop out and left, bounced over the left fielder's head. I think that's Anthony Bucalo, rolled to the fence, and then on the cutoff, missed the cutoff, man. And that's a leadoff triple, no matter how you count it. Partner?
That was a very high bounce in the outfield. I've never seen a ball bounce like that. That was about an 8-foot bounce over his head.
Unbelievable. It's like one area of grass out there that's got a little springboard in it. I guess he found it. Nice pitch there by Fagan. And he gets up early again. Partner, to your point earlier, it's very important now, especially with a runner on third here. Limit the damage. Strike 2 called.
He's pitching really good right now under pressure. This is not an easy situation with a guy at third and no outs.
Leadoff hitter has to take the bat off the shoulder, and he's now 0-2. What's Fagan going to come up with here is a
good stop.
Missed that one low. Good idea by Fagan. Keep the ball on the ground. When you're pitching this well, you need some defense behind you. And that one's in there for strike 3 called. And Fagan sets down the leadoff hitter who walked in his first at bat. Doesn't look like he was too happy about it, but we'll take it, partner. Beautiful pitch there by Fagan, well executed. And as I was saying earlier, you need good defensive support, especially in the playoff atmosphere. There's no room for error.
You got that right,
Chopper
partner.
fouled on the third base line. Bach fields it out of play.
I said the defense has been a little shaky early. I understand the nerves. This is a big game for the Friars. But I think they'll turn it around here soon.
With no playoffs in the freshman level, sophomore level, that one drilled down the left field line, fouling out of play, and Fagan's up 0-2 again.
That's a good loud strike.
You ain't kidding. And so, yeah, this would be the first opportunity or first game that this group of young men have been in a playoff atmosphere since coming into the high school atmosphere. And he pulls the string and gets him swinging for strike 3.
That was absolutely beautiful. Now they got a chance to get out of this inning with no damage done.
Big,
because
strong,
of two
right?
key strikeouts.
Fagan dealing. Yeah, absolutely. 2 key strikeouts. Great point there. That's going to bring up Alberto. Very efficient inning. Very efficient for Fagan here. Fastball hit foul and out of play behind the broadcast booth into the parking lot. Window check. Looking out in this left center field. I see all of the parents posted up on the bleachers. I don't see any grilling going on here for this Friday afternoon game. It doesn't mean that the broadcasters couldn't use a libation, I mean, if it's...
We're always happy to have that.
Yeah, a little walk down to the broadcast booth. That one misses high. Fagan falls behind here 3-1.
I think he's a little concerned with this hitter. He's a big kid. He doesn't want to throw a easy one to him.
He walked him last time. And that one smoked over Rangel's head out in the gap in left center. Bucalo puts a glove on it, fires it in. It's going to be an RBI single.
All that being said, the leadoff hitter generally scores. To get 2 strikes and still have a chance to keep it to 1 run, that's okay. Hold them here and stay in this game.
Gotta believe this is their stud here in the lineup. This is their pitcher, probably their best hitter in the lineup. He's actually 0 for 1 today, and that was in there for a strike. And let's see if Fagan can get him out twice on a strikeout. End the inning here, and I believe it'll kind of really be close, maybe the bottom of the order for the Friars. I'll check that. It's going to go Kotinik, then Rangel to the top here. Fagan can retire net. That one fouled back, and that's going to be strike 2. Timeout. Back.
Let's see if Fagan can throw Jim here.
1 and 2 the count. 2 away here. This is just low.
Trying to nibble that corner. Umpire did not give it to him.
It's ace on ace today. This game is going to come down to who can manufacture the most runs and who can have the least amount of errors.
That's usually what it comes down to. Right now, we need to get back on this positive side of that error.
Curveball fouled down the right field line and out of play. Flanagan ran about 150 feet on that one.
Just a little delay here looking for balls.
The umpire's calling the batter out on the play. Is that what that was?
We hope so.
Fagan turns and fires one over to first base. Runner back in safely. Two and two away. And that one's hit high in the air. Bastido underneath it at first base. Puts the leather on it, and that's going to do it. And Fagan dealing today.
He remained calm, Fagan. Right, he handled that very nicely.
Gives up, one run on, I believe, one hit there, right? And the score is 2-0 as we move into the bottom of the third inning. Your Friars down 2-0. You're watching the Pat and Rhino Show on the Nero Broadcast Network.
Frozen treats daily. Dairy Queen in Villa Park. LLC. Near West Umpires LLC, providing high-quality, dependable umpires for all your baseball needs. When you need an umpire, you need Near West Umpire.
Back in the action here. The Priory Park. Friars down 2-0 in playoff game 1 here in the quarterfinals. It's a must-win, single elimination for the Friars. They win today. They advance in the tournament here. First time this ball club has been in the playoffs here in high school. And that's going to bring up Mike Kotinik to the plate for the Friars. Strong right-hander. Takes a hack at that first one. Knocks it foul down the third base line.
Our man on deck tried to bunt that ball. He almost did.
It didn't swing. I didn't even notice we have 2 umpires.
We do have 2, and the umpire at first base on the appeal said he did not swing. It was the right call.
Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Mike Kotinik. That ball smashed out to the gap, and it's down! And that's going to be a leadoff single for Mike Kotinik. And the leadoff hitter in the form of Mike Kotinik gets it down with a shot out in the left center. Smokes that ball, and the Friars are in business here with no outs. And that's going to bring up Gio Rangel.
Partner, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's the first leadoff hitter for the Friars to get on.
Absolutely. That ball bounced in 5 feet in front of home plate.
We got some sophomore supporters that are really getting loud, trying to root on their Friars.
Gio Rangel at the plate, left-hander, takes that one in there for a strike. 1-1 the count. That one missed his pitch out there. Wow, very brave. Looked like a pitch out, yeah.
It did. It was high and to the left.
Or he just missed wildly. We don't know, but Kotinik takes his lead at first. A 2-1 offer into Kotinik here. Oh, smoke down the right field line, foul and out of play.
He just missed making that a really problem for the Carmel Caravan.
That would have been trouble. That might have been runners on the corners or runner, and with Speedy Rangel running, it might have been second and third, but it's 2-2 the count. Let's see if Rangel could win the at-bat here. Smashes that one out in the left center field. That ball's down, and it all the way to the wall. It's going to roll, and here comes Kotinik around second, and he's going to turn, and he's on his way home. And here comes a throw to third, and Rangel's in there third, and Kotinik scores. And here we go, baby! Let's go! Let's go!
That was an outstanding piece of hitting by Katina. Stand-up triple, RBI, and the Friars are right back in this game.
Rangel with the stand-up triple, knocks in Kotinik, and that's going to bring up Beckett Chevelle.
With right, partner, I had the wrong player.
It's okay with the tie and run 90 feet away. Let's go! Change of events here at the Priory Park with an electric ball game we got here this afternoon. That one hit high in the air. So no man's land. That's going to be trouble. Second baseman goes out. And they collide. And the ball falls down. And there's going to be a play at second base. Oh. And they call about at second is the call.
But the run count.
Beckett's out at second, but Rangel scores, and the game is tied. The game is tied. Here comes Buccolo up to bat with the game tied here. Hits a chopper to the shortstop. Yeah! And that's going to roll all the way into the outfield, the center field. Here, Buccolo's on board. And the Friars got something cooking here, baby. With
one away. With gas, partner. They're cooking with gas now.
That's going to bring up Jimmy Bonaktar here. Friars are putting the pressure on now as
this is exactly who you want at the plate right now.
Buccolo reaches on a single, and that brings up Bonaktar. And that ball's high. And that's going to be ball one.
This is the first time I've looked at number 7 on the mound, a little bit concerned. He's a little frazzled.
Want to know the count to Bach. There's a chopper to shortstop again. He picks it up, fires it over to second. Oh, he drops the ball. He drops the baseball.
And he is safe.
Oh, wait a minute.
He's saying saying it's on the transfer.
They're calling him out saying that he dropped the ball on the transfer. So they got him on the force out and dropped it on the transfer. The force out is in play. And out to discuss the play is Coach Zach White with the infield umpire. Having a quick discussion, and
that was
quick it was.
That was an awful quick transfer. Partner.
Oh, wait a second. Now he's appealing it to home plate umpire.
They generally don't overrule each other.
No, so it was a chopper to the shortstop who flipped it over to the second baseman who had the ball and lost it on the transfer. So that's going to bring up Rocco Nero here with 2 away. 2 runs in here with looks like Jimmy Bonaktar at first base. That ball misses high. Good count for Nero here. Oh, he smashes that one down the line. Fair ball. And it rolls all the way to the wall. And here comes Bonaktar around third. And he's going to try to score. And Nero pulls up with a double. And Bonaktar is in. Yeah! And the Friars take the lead. On a line drive shot down the left field line. With 2 outs, it's 3-1 Friars. Let's go. What did I say?
The JV dugout
3-2,
absolutely
We're
exploded
getting
on that
checked
hit.
left and right.
They are excited in that dugout. And now they are barking at the Carmel Caravan.
There's a shot to the shortstop. Nero tries to dive in front of it. There's a throw down to first, and that's going to end it. But way not before the Friars managed 3 hits, 3 runs on 1 error. Friars up 3-2. You're watching the Pan Rhino Show on the Nero Broadcast Network.
.com.
Train the brain. Train the brain. Train the brain.
We use total control balls. Why don't you?
Season starts now. Training never ends.
Visit us at totalcontrolsports.com.
LLC. Near West Umpires LLC, providing high-quality, dependable umpires for all your baseball needs. When you need an umpire, you need Near West Umpire. This break of the action's been brought to you by Dairy Queen in Villa Park, 211 East St. Charles Road. The Dairy Queen in Villa Park has been in business for over 85 years. The friendly staff will be serving up frozen treats daily. Dairy Queen in Villa Park.
Okay, well, we're all taking a little gasser after that as the Friars managed 3 runs in that inning and take the lead here. And Fagan delivers strike 1 here. And wow, the mood has changed at the Priory here. Friars up 3-2 here. They got to their ace pitcher there in the last inning with some nice shots. Go ahead run by a double by Nero. Go to another camera angle, go behind. Go to the bottom left. Fagan, strike 2, he's up. Stick with this one, stick with that one, and I'll go fix it.
I think Fagan's riding some emotion here. He's really excited after that last inning. He's pumping in strikes.
That ball misses wide. 1-2 the count. Fagan leaves that one outside, trying to get him to chase. Nice. Yeah, best shot for all hitters, always stay on that one. And then you move from there. Don't worry about all those white lines that come up. All right, here, 2-2 the count here. To the lead-off hitter for the Caravans. For the Friars with a head of steam here. There's a shot out into the gap to right center. Tough hop there. Scooped up by Beckett. It's just going to be a single. And with all the rain we had, I'm very surprised of the hops that these balls are taking to the outfield. Must be a lot of backspin on the baseball. Hard to explain.
It must have dried out really quickly. I think it drains better than it did last year, but I am surprised to see that high of bounces.
That ball hit fouling out of play. That ball misses. 1-1 the count here. Every pitch, every inning, every at-bat, every play counts in the playoffs.
Playoff baseball is as exciting as you can get.
Curveball in there for a strike. Gets the hitter looking.
That was a gorgeous pitch. Love that pitch.
He's the fielder for the Caravans. And he gets him with a fastball. Swinging, and that's going to be out number 1. Runner remains at first base. Friar fans pouring in Bleachers full of Friars. Outfield bleachers are full of Friars.
Jack really frustrated number 27 there. He slammed his bat after that strikeout. He'll do that to batters.
Going to bring up Adams, number 25, in there for a ball. Hard to tell in or out. Probably inside.
Just a little up and a little inside.
Little up. All right. Oh, curveball is on fire for Fagan today.
That was a perfect curveball.
And strike two called. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fagan dealing here. 69 pitches through 3 innings. Hopefully get out of this one quickly. We need Fagan to get through 5 at least today.
I'd love to see them twist one here, partner.
Sorry, it's top of the 4. Pardon me. Top of 4 here. I'd like to see him get through 6, honestly. The way he's throwing the ball. Oh, that ball hit foul and down the line and out of play. Not by much. Not by much.
He was just barely ahead of that one. But I think after that swing, if Fagan was to take a little off on this next pitch, I think he might get him.
Was that a fastball there, partner?
That was a fastball.
So he was way ahead on the fastball.
Which tells you he's a dangerous hitter.
See if Fagan can get him with a 6-12 curve here. There it is. Misses.
Rusty back.
It's okay. Had a few to burn there. 2-2 the count here. Runner not doing anything at first. Maybe an opportunity to throw over to first here. Fagan comes home. Oh, man. Gets him swinging. He just does a piece of it. Fouls it back to the backstop. Count remains 2-2 here. I got to tell you, partner, that must be the most action we've had from an intense moment with 2 outs in the 3rd inning. Curveball hit high in the air. Second baseman Flanagan giving chase to it. Puts the leather on it, and that's going to be out number 2.
As a pitcher, you sure do love pop-ups. That's one of the pitcher's best friends. Now he's in good shape to close out this inning.
Fagan very efficient here. That ball hit out in the left field. Bucalo standing right there. Oh, shoot.
He played that in.
And it sails over his head. It looked like he had a beat on it. Oh, no, missed the cutoff man, and that's going to roll all the way in. Oh, no. So just for the fans watching the live stream, Bucalo set up like he had that one in the basket. And, a line drive hit right at an outfielder is a tough play. And as it was, it sailed over his head all the way to the fence. Runs, scores, ties the game. And the would-be out now advances. The runner gets a single and probably an extra base on I don't know if that's going to be scored in air, but he gets a double. Let's call it that.
I'd say the right fielder would tell you the hardest ball to catch is one directly at you. Hard to get a read on that hit.
Robin lands on the field. That's good luck. It was the great left-hander for the Diamondbacks who smoked a dove. I forget what his name was. Come on, help me out. Your son's a pitcher.
That was the big unit. That was the big unit.
The big unit, that's right.
Randy Johnson.
Randy Johnson.
He did. He killed a bird in live action.
Blew his feathers off.
It was the craziest thing I've ever seen in baseball.
And 1-2 the count with 2 away. Curveball. Off speed. Nice job by Jack Fagan there. Hitter got a piece of it. Fouled it straight back and out of play. It's a third baseman at bat. He's 0 for 1 today. This is the bottom of the order for the Caravans. Good opportunity for Fagan to rear back and get out of this one here. Let's see what happens. That one misses upstairs. Wow. A little taunting from the visiting dugout.
They've picked up that he's called fireball, and now they're chanting from the dugout. There's worse things to be called, partner.
There certainly is, and I hope that just gives him an extra edge. And
Oh, I think he'll feed off that energy.
I agree with you. I know Jack. He's a competitor. He's aggressive. He's calm. He's patient. Curveball in there for a strike. Misses high. It misses high. Was it upstairs? Misses high. 3-2 the count here. Got my scouts behind. And man, he's not there.
Just got a piece of that.
Yeah, just got a piece of that one. And now the ball, I'm sorry, the count is 3-2 with 2 away here. Runner at second base with the score tied. First base is open. But regardless, Fagan like to get this guy right here. Foul back and out of play. And a good battle here by the third baseman. Three and two the count here. 1 run in. Go ahead run at second base. That ball in there for a stride, swinging.
Huge strikeout. Great job by Fagan.
Dealing on the mound here, but not before the Caravans score 1. And the score is tied 3-3 as we move to the bottom of the 4th. You're watching the Pat and Rhino Show on the Nero Broadcast Network.
Us at TotalControlSports.com. I'm Amber Patton of Total Control Sports and professional softball player. The Total Control balls are a weighted hitting ball system that develops a hitter's strength and extension through the hitting zone while providing instant feedback. They are used by individuals of all ages for both baseball and softball throughout the world, from recreational Little League all the way up through the professional levels. Major league teams like the Texas Rangers, travel ball gold teams like the Beverly Bandits, as well as over 10,000 colleges, universities, and high schools. Visit us.
LLC. Near West Umpires LLC, providing high-quality, dependable umpires for all your baseball needs. When you need an umpire, you need Near West Umpire.
We aren't on air, are we?
Yeah, we're on now. That's all right. So look, I guess so. We've got some fans. We got some Friars sophomore fans that they're excited about the game, and there's nothing wrong with that. Keep it clean. As Timmy Gall steps up to the plate for the Friars, the leadoff man here, and hits that one off home plate. Tie score here in the bottom of the 4th, and what a game it's been.
It's been a great game. It's very exciting. This is all you can ask for. 3-3. Friars got a chance to win.
Curveball misses. It's short of home plate. And listen, I'm going to tell you, the psyche of the game, Carmel's coming in, Mount Carmel's coming in thinking, man, we want these guys earlier in the season. That ball misses low. And this Friars team is the best that they've been all season.
They've gotten better and better after every game the last 3 weeks.
That ball catches
They transformed themselves into a legitimate threat.
And so I got to believe after the last inning, they just basically said, hey, we're here to play. As Gall swings through that one, that's going to be the first out of the inning. Like to see the aggressiveness out of Timmy Gall. Rowdy fans, good baseball game. Love to see the excitement here for a high school baseball game. That ball hit high in the air and foul and out of play. A lot of times baseball at the high school level, even at the college level, gets overshadowed by basketball and football. So it's certainly a great feeling to be sitting out here with all these wonderful fans and enthusiastic Fenwick Friars.
Their fellow classmates showed out today.
They're supporting their Friars. Their teammates. That ball hit out in the left field. That's going to be a hit. Solid single. And Flanagan's 2 for 2 as he's dealing today.
He's having a great day. Now if Zach can hit one like he usually does.
And Zach Morgan steps to the plate here with a runner on first base here with one away. Zach can reach and bring up Gio Rangel. Excuse me, with only one away, Gio Rangel will bat short of a double play. Oh, gosh, did I just say that out loud?
Don't say that. We don't want that in his head.
Morgan's got a good eye for the plate. Misses upstairs.
Morgan generally makes contact.
I like Morgan's shot over the right between the second and first, right here on a curveball. Drop it right out into the grass, and it advances. We'll have runners on the corners, partner. Here we go. You heard it here first. Are you ready? That ball in there for a strike called.
He showed bunt.
3-1 the count. Or is it 3-2? 3-1 the count. One away. Flanagan on first base for the Friars. And that ball down low. I'm sorry, that's going to bring up Mike Kotinik.
That's an outstanding at bat.
Kotinik had a nice hit to start the rally in the bottom of the third inning. And now with runners at first and second, that's going to be Ed O'Neill trotting out to run. Courtesy runner for Zach Morgan, who draws the walk. And now there's runners at first and second. First and second with one out. May I see that, please?
Carmel just got somebody up and getting ready to warm up in the bullpen. We're probably getting close to the end for number 7 on the mound. After a hit and a walk,
that's what we need.
Might be looking for a new pitcher.
First and second here for the Friars here with one away. Mike Kotinik at the bat, strong right-hander, 1 for 1 today. That curveball misses high. And trouble on the mound for the Caravans here as the Friars looking to put the pressure on. That one inside, and now Kotinik's ahead 2-0 here.
He's in a good hitter's count here.
Mike taking all day there, and now it's 2-1.
That's a good take. That was a little high. He couldn't do anything with that pitch.
Mike hits that one high in the air. No man's land. Shortstop going out, and he makes a beautiful play going over his left shoulder out into left field. And so the runners don't advance on the play, obviously, but there's 2 outs. Now that brings up Gio Rangel. Rangel's last at bat smoked a triple, which started the rally. Kotinik was on with a hit, and then that began the troubles for the Caravans here. Let's see if Rangel can come through again. That ball misses upstairs. If Rangel can find a gap here, the Friars will regain the lead. That one upstairs.
All right, Rangel's in a good position here.
Be smart now. Be smart.
Let's see if Coach White gives him the green light.
2-0 the count. Not yet. 2-0. That ball bounces in there. 3-0 the count. Rangel looks down to Coach White at third base. Runners take their leads on the 3-0 count with 2 away here to Gio Rangel. Pitcher kicks, fires, and that one's low, and Rangel's aboard with a free pass. And the bases are loaded for the top of the order. And here comes Beckett Javel.
All right.
Nowhere to put Beckett in here. Walk out by the coach from the Caravans. And this mound visit is going to be brought to you by Safe Build. We'll be back in the action here in just a few minutes.
Savings. And this break in the action has been brought to you by our friends at Safe Built, a nationwide firm that partners with local governments across the country, supporting the enforcement of safe building, infrastructure, and maintenance standards, helping communities reimagine staffing, refine service delivery, and realize.
The long, slow walkout by the coach for the Caravans is completed. That ball's hit sharply to the second baseman. And with bases loaded, Beckett smashes one to the second baseman who flips it over to shortstop to get the force out. No runs scored, but a lot of pressure put on the Caravans. We come back up. We'll finish with the top of the order, the Friars. The score 3-3. We're all tied up here at the top of the fifth. We'll be back with the Pat Rhino Show on the Nero Broadcast Network in just a few minutes.
At TotalControlSports.com. I'm Amber Patton of Total Control Sports and professional softball player. The Total Control balls are a weighted hitting ball system that develops a hitter's strength and extension through the hitting zone while providing instant feedback. They are used by individuals of all ages for both baseball and softball throughout the world, from recreational Little League all the way up through the professional levels. Major league teams like the Texas Rangers, travel ball gold teams like the Beverly Bandits, as well as over 10,000 colleges, universities, and high schools. Visit us.
All right, we're back in the action here.
So Jack Fagan
Gotta love our
approaching the limit in
fans.
pitches. So this will probably be his last inning.
First pitch in there for a strike called on a curveball. Excuse me, I was trying to. This is the number 10 hitter in the lineup for the Caravan. Stump right there with 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sure, my part. California with 3, and there's a chopper to the shortstop. Chop hop, and Rangel stays in front of it and throws it across the diamond.
Just
over to Bastido for out number 1. Beautiful play on a tough hop by the shortstop Rangel.
Fagan got that lead off out, which is extremely important, so he can stay in for at least 2 more batters, I think.
And that's going to bring off the leadoff hitter here, Dunbar, center fielder. He's 1 for 2 with a strikeout. Fagan got him looking at the last at bat. Curveball in there for a ball. That's a strike call.
Yeah, number 1 didn't like that call, but that was the right call.
I believe he didn't like it, and he got rung up looking last inning, to be honest with you, 2 innings ago. That one hit high in the air, fouling out of play. All right, go right!
I think Jack's looking to challenge him here.
1 ball, 2 strikes now to the leadoff hitter, Speedy Dunbar. That one fouled out of play.
He barely stayed alive there, partner.
Yeah, he really did. He did a good job staying back on that curveball just to get a piece of it and foul it off. And Fagan with a very high pitch count right now, still looking fresh. There's a ground ball, foul down the third base line, just barely.
That was a scorcher to miss the bag by 6 inches.
Fans continue to pour in here as Fagan kicks, fires. That's a nice single out into the gap here. Beckett giving chase, puts the glove on it. Throws it into Flanagan, the cut man. And it's a 1-out single for the Caravans. And there we go. Now we got a mound visit by Coach Zach White. And
I think Zach.
And he's calling in the whole infield. So this might be the end of Fagan's outing here. He pitched a gem.
He did. Let's see if he gives him one more chance.
He's talking.
He hasn't taken the ball from him yet.
We're gonna stay live here.
There it is.
There he is. He's giving us high fives. And this break in the action is going to be brought to you by Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen in Villa Park, and big high fives all the way around for Jack Fagan as he
Dairy
walks off
Queen
the mound
in Villa
pitching an
Park.
absolute gem.
211 East St. Charles Road. The Dairy Queen in Villa Park has been in business for over 85 years. The friendly staff will be serving up frozen treats daily. Dairy Queen in Villa Park.
Well, that closes the book on Jack Fagan. He had 4.1 innings pitched, 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 1 base on ball, and 6 strikeouts. An excellent outing for Fagan.
First pitch offering there in there for a strike called. Ball hit high in the air. Bastido coming in. Gets underneath it, puts the leather on it. That's going to be out number 2.
That's a good quick out.
2 pitches, 1 out. Pretty efficient.
That is efficient.
And
That's what they're
Charlie
looking
Sutton
for.
on the mound for the Friars looking pretty good. Oh, what's this about? Maybe we'll leave it down. That was good luck.
It worked last inning.
And 2 away here. Game still tied. Morgan throws it down. Tag! He's out of there! Yes! 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 And a beautiful play to get the lead up, man. Running from first to second. Pickoff attempt. I'm sorry. Throwing off. Caught stealing. Caught stealing. Zach Morgan throws a bullet over to Gio Rangel, who puts the leather on him for the 3rd out of the inning. Oh, could you ask for a better opportunity to call a game? Wow, that's going to do it for the top of the 5th here. The Friars get the sticks and come back here at the bottom of the 5th here. You're watching the Pat Rhino Show on the Nero Broadcast Network.
.com.
We use total control balls. Why don't you?
Season starts now. Training never ends. Visit us at totalcontrolsports.com.
LLC. Near West Umpires LLC, providing high-quality, dependable umpires for all your baseball needs. When you need an umpire, you need Near West Umpire.
All right, back in the action here with the score tied after the dramatic ending to the top of the 5th inning with a caught stealing here as Anthony Buccolo steps to the plate for the Friars.
So this pitcher's got to be close to his end.
Yeah, I wanted to say that they had a new pitcher, but he's only thrown 62. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. Feels the short hop cleanly. That falls high. Oh! Bukalow's out.
Little collision there at first base. And that's two big boys running into each other.
So there was a mound visit in the last inning. The Friars got to the starting pitcher. His pitch count's fairly low, and let's hopefully get to him here and see what happens. There's a shot out into right field by Jimmy Banaktar. And with one out, box on first, and that brings up Rocco Nero. And hey, Patrick, if you're watching out in California, how many times have we said this? Bach is on, and Nero and Rock is at the bat. Let's see if Nero can push him over. That ball bounces into the dirt, and Banaktar moves to second.
These two are a little bit of Batman and Robin. I don't know which one's which, but the two together produce runs.
I'll let you figure that. I'm not going to touch that one. With Bach at second on the wild pitch, Nero bats ball one. That one upstairs.
Rocco shakes his head on that.
And the catcher out to visit the pitcher. Bastido looks down from the on-deck circle.
I think the catcher's just trying to settle his pitcher down. The guy in scoring position, he wants to make sure he makes the right pitch.
0-2 to Nero. Got to believe anything fastball here that's close, he's going to put a hammer on it. And that, okay. I did like it, a little bit low.
A low strike there.
Two and one to count. That ball a little bit low. Oh, shoot.
Just under that one.
Oh, wow.
Had the crowd scatter on that one.
Wow, that almost caught a piece of Oma with their purple swag here. Very close. It's 2-2 to count to Nero here. That one down low.
Good
and
eye
Nero
by
works
Rocco.
it full.
Runner can be going here on a full count.
Go ahead run at second base.
You just got to make its liner through.
Nero hits that one up in the air. Left fielder
lazy.
giving chase, puts the leather on it, and that's going to be out number 2.
Just got a little under that ball. But we still have a runner in scoring position, so a hit here, and the Friars will take the lead.
Little words of wisdom from Nero to Bastido, the left-hander, as he steps in there with the go-ahead run. 180 feet away, box steals, curveball misses, and all of a sudden, the go-ahead run is 90 feet away with 2 away.
He stole that one with no throw. Great jump.
Want to know to Bastido. Base hit scores a run, as it does. Come on, Elliott. He chops that one foul near the Friar dugout. 1-1 to count with 2 outs here. Score is tied up 3-3. Go ahead run, the form of Jimmy Banaktar on third base, 90 feet away. Elliott Bastido stands in. Bastido drives one deep left field, and the left fielder backs up, puts his glove up, squeezes, and makes the third out of the inning. And wow, the excitement continues here at the Priory. No runs, no hits, no errors here as we move to the top of the 6th inning. The Friars 3 and the Caravans 3. All tied up. We'll be back with the Pat Rhino Show on the Nero Broadcast Network.
LLC. Near West Umpires LLC, providing high-quality, dependable umpires for all your baseball needs. When you need an umpire, you need Near West Umpire. This break in the action has been brought to you by Dairy Queen in Villa Park, 211 East St. Charles Road. The Dairy Queen in Villa Park has been in business for over 85 years. The friendly staff will be serving up frozen treats daily. Dairy Queen in Villa Park.
All right, back in the action here at the Priory. Yeah. Number 44 for the Caravan digs in. Lead up. What happened? All right, so Fagan was in his motion to deliver the pitch. Home plate umpire granted timeout.
That was a really light timeout.
That's tough. That's tough. Sutton throws that one in there for strike one called.
I think he got the benefit of the doubt on that because of that late timeout.
We're going to go with that, partner. It's 0-1. Sutton features a beautiful 6-12 hook here. I'd like to see it right now. Goes with a fastball in there for a strike.
He snuck that one in, and it had some zip.
He sure did. 0-2 the count.
That throws 44.
I think he was thinking what I was thinking there. They absolutely
No doubt.
frozen. Good call, partner. That one misses inside. It's only one ball, Charlie.
44 is shaking his head at the ump.
Not a good move here. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Sutton steps off the rubber. He's having all kinds of troubles in the box. I don't know if it's the Velcro or the elastic or the spandex. Jock itch. Ooh, can you say that? That's a thing. That's okay. 1-2 the count here. Sutton toes the rubber, kicks, and fires in!
Just missed that.
Just misses. Sorry. 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Yeah. Every ball, every strike, every pitch counts. In there. Oh, nope, it's not. Okay.
I think that might
And
have been
it's
a little bit
3-2
outside.
is the count. Everyone, every time. And Sutton works, I'm sorry, so Alberto works a full count here to Sutton. See if he can win the battle. It's a ground ball up the middle. Hits the bag. Flanagan puts a glove on it, fires over to Bastido. Oh, what a crazy play. So the ground ball hits the second base bag, pops straight into the air. Flanagan puts the leather on it, wisely fires a strike over to Bastido at first and just misses the runner, rumbling and grumbling down the line.
You don't see that too often.
I would have to agree. That's a lot of words to say. Leadoff signal. Pardon me. And that's going to bring up Nat, who is 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. And Charlie Sutton steps up onto the bump for the Friars with a runner out first. Attempted bunt there by the number
That was
5 hitter.
That was more of a stab at it. I think I would prefer that if a player bunts that he catches that ball with the bat rather than stabbing it. So that's a good move for the Friars. That helps out.
Go ahead and explain that, catching the ball with the bat, partner.
Well, you want that bat to catch that soft. There's no reason to push it too much. Just let it catch it.
Swings through that. Oh, they got the runner in a rundown between first and second. Flanagan chasing him down, throws over to Bastido, puts a tag on, and they get him out. An unbelievable play. So the swinging strike by Nat at the home plate. Zach Morgan fires the ball over to first base, gets the runner cheating at first. They get him in a rundown.
Partner, that was an absolutely fundamental rundown. Perfect out.
Perfectly executed. They get the leadoff runner, leadoff hit now, is now an out, and they got 0-2, and that ball hit foul and out of play. And so Sutton's in business here with no balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out, just like that.
This scenario flipped quick.
And we got vendors now. Who would have thought that we would be selling M&Ms and dime bags in the stands? I didn't. What? And now all of a sudden, Sutton hits him. Charlie Sutton gets a piece of net on that play, and
he certainly didn't want to hit the batter there.
No, he did not an 0-2 there, but
that happens.
You got to be able to gather yourself here. You got the momentum going. Beautiful play defensively, the Friars. Zach Morgan behind the plate's having a terrific game today. Gets a runner caught stealing at second, and then gets him in a rundown at first. Strike there called.
Beautiful off-speed pitch there.
Oh, man.
What a beautiful pitch. He missed that one, and he wasn't even close.
Yeah, he really wasn't.
He was completely fooled, partner.
Got him way out. Would you say way out in front there? Would that be the
way
call?
Out in front.
0-2 the count now. Let's break their spirit here. That was a pitch out there.
He had one to give. Not a bad idea.
Nope, love it. Oh, strike! It hit it. It hit him. It's not a. I'm sorry, pause the action there. It doesn't matter. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. They called that a foul ball. Man, that didn't miss by much. Now it's 2-2 here. 2-2 with 1 out. Runner on the go-ahead run is at first base here in the top of the 6th. Getting to the late innings here. Batter steps out. Timeout's called. We don't have a lot of time to explain the last play, but strike 3, swinging, and now there's 2 away. So what happened on that last play is the hitter swung and missed the baseball, and then it hit him, and so therefore I believe the call should have been strike 3.
It should have been,
but he said
the umpire's opinion was it hit him, and he was in the batter's box. So I don't think that a rule was applied correctly.
Either way, the batter is out. There's 2 outs here. And let's see if Sutton can get the Friars back with the sticks here. Nice curveball by Chuck there. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away here. Score still tied 3-3. Nothing happened. And since the last time I said it, not a breath of wind here at the Priory, which is a of events. That ball misses outside and low. I'd like to take this opportunity to wish everybody a happy Memorial Day weekend. Starting your day off right on Friday with a baseball game. Oh, refer down. 3-1. Ground ball hit sharply into the hole. Rangel picks it. Oh! Oh! Gio Rangel going to the hole, puts the leather on it, plants his foot, fires across the diamond, and just missed the runner by a half a step. According to the umpire playing the field, wow, what a play by Rangel.
He made an excellent throw there.
All right, now runners at first and second here with 2 away. That's going to bring up number 25, Adams.
Unfortunately, that last hit was deep in the hole, so it's going to be very difficult
What's
to get him
happening
out.
here? What was happening there? We've seen a lot of stuff today.
The umpire's doing a lot of talking to the batter, and I don't understand why.
Maybe it's his grandson.
Possible.
Could be his grandson. Don't step in front of this line as he drew a line at the plate. Curveball gets him swinging. Owen won the count with 2 outs here. Sutton doing a great job in relief here for Jack Fagan. Oh, straight right two looking.
Absolutely beautiful curveball. Throws 25.
Charlie Sutton on the mound with no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Oh, that ball's fair down the left field line, and that's going to be trouble. 1 run is in. Here comes 2 runs. And that's a 2 RBI double on an 0-2 count with 2 away. Wow. What a turn of events there. (5-3) the Caravans now. All right, 5-3 Caravans here.
That was unfortunate because Chuck's been pitching very well. That kid just made a good hit.
Chuck steps off the rubber. You know, Adams on an 0-2 count there. He was 0 for 2 and manages to keep that one fair. You got to give him credit on the 2 RBI. Unfortunate for the Friars. And now the Friars find themselves chasing 2 runs here in the late innings here. And that one in there for a strike to even the count.
Caught that outside corner. Good pitch.
1-1 the count. Sutton toes the rubber. Flanagan holding the runner at second. That one misses high. Might be time for a little calm down visit. Maybe Zach Morgan take a trot out, or perhaps Coach Quinn calm things down. The game's not out of hand here. That one hit high in the air, out of play, foul behind the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. All right, looking for Sutton here on a 2-2 count. Put away this hitter and get the Friars sticks.
We got another timeout late.
Wow, late timeout. Late timeout call by the Grant home plate umpire.
My opinion is he's given too many too late. You can't be calling a timeout when the pitcher's in a windup. He's done it twice.
3-2 the count here. 8 hitter for the Caravans, and he gets the free pass. Winters steps the bat. He is 1 for 2 today with an RBI and a walk. And we got a mound visit here by the Friars. And this mound visit is going to be brought to you by Core One Training. Be back in just a few minutes. Right back in the action here. That one misses inside. Oh,
I hit the truck already.
you get my keys?
Back door behind the back driver's side door.
And there's a strike swinging. The count is 1-1 here with 2 away. Friars got to end it right here. It's 5-3 with runners on first and second. And there's strike 2.
Excellent.
Sutton's been ahead with the last 3 hitters. He has absolutely got to put away this guy. What are we looking for here, partner?
Well, he just threw that off speed, so I think he might pick up a little bit of velocity on this one and change speeds and see if he can get him out.
1-2 count.
That's exactly what he did.
He misses just a bit wide there. And now it's 2-2 the count here with 2 away here. 2 runs in for the Caravans. Sutton throws that one in the dirt. Runners advance 90 feet apiece as Morgan gathers the baseball, flips it back to Sutton. And with 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here, scores 5-3 the bad guys. I'm sorry, the Caravans.
He needs to be careful here.
See if Sutton can get him on that 6-12. There, that one fouled back on the plate. A lot of fun here at the home field here as Friar fans showing up. Good to see the student participation in the baseball. 2-2 here. Big moment for Charlie Sutton. That one fouled back and out of play. And we've got a battle here.
He fought off 2 good pitches.
Been a great ball game. It's been back and forth. And now the bases are full of Caravans, and that's going to bring up number 47 for the Mount Carmel Caravans.
How's 47's day gone?
Number 10 hitter. He's 0 for 2. I'm sorry, 1 for 2. Managed a hit on a 3-2 count.
Zach's got to be strong here. You do not want to pass ball.
And big moment here for the Friars. Like to see Sutton kind of rear back here, put the number 10 hitter away. Doesn't look very confident up there. Just my judgment. Looking for some strikes. See if Sutton can. There's one. Beautiful. Like to see Chuck go back to that curveball here. Mystify the hitter. Nowhere to put him. That miss is low and away. Nice job by Morgan there to prevent the runner from scoring on the pass ball and the wild pitch. With the bases juiced here. Foul tip there, and now Sutton's got another opportunity. I can't believe how many times this inning I've said it, but he has been ahead with 2 strikes here. And just looking for Charlie Sutton here to rear back, find his best pitch, and get the Friars out of this one. Toes the rubber, kicks and fires, and that one's fouled back. Sutton not known for his velocity, but has a lot of movement on the baseball.
I think it's
Sutton
time
takes
for the hook,
a deep
Ryan.
breath on the mound. He knows this is a pinnacle moment in a playoff game. 5-3, the Caravans. And the 2-2 pitch. Misses wide. And the count is full with nowhere to put him. You know, growing up playing baseball, and whether you're a hitter or whether you're a pitcher, full count, bases loaded, late innings, this is the moment you dream of. Morgan looking for something middle in. And that one misses. And that free pass is going to force across the third run of the inning. And that's going to bring off the leadoff hitter for the Caravans. That ball's hit out of the air.
It's going to be caught.
Beckett giving chase, puts the leather on it, and that's going to do it. Man, oh man. And a very high intensity pressure cooker of an inning. The Caravans score 3. And wow, we're going to move into the bottom of the 6th. This game ain't over yet. It's the score. The Caravans 6 and your Friars 3 will be back in the action on the Pat and Rhino Show on the Nero Broadcast Network in just a few minutes.
At TotalControlSports.com. I'm Amber Patton of Total Control Sports and professional softball player. The Total Control balls are a weighted hitting ball system that develops a hitter's strength and extension through the hitting zone while providing instant feedback. They are used by individuals of all ages for both baseball and softball throughout the world, from recreational Little League all the way up through the professional levels. Major league teams like the Texas Rangers, travel ball gold teams like the Beverly Bandits, as well as over 10,000 colleges, universities, and high schools. Visit us.
LLC. Near West Umpires LLC, providing high-quality, dependable umpires for all your baseball needs. When you need an umpire, you need Near West Umpire.
Back in the action here is the Caravans being at the mound with still the starting pitcher here. Friars have gotten to him in the bottom of the 3rd here. But now we're in the middle of the order here with Timmy Gall leading things off here for the Friars. And let's see if Timmy Gall can get things started here. Hits that one out into the air. Left fielder, center fielder giving chase. Center fielder giving chase and puts the leather on it. Yeah, Timmy gave it a ride.
He certainly did.
But it's a long out. And man, how unfortunate. Just kind of hung up there a little bit. But boy, he hit that one nearly to the warning track.
I think that was a good 60 feet.
What happened? That's going to bring up Caleb Flanagan for the Friars. Hits a ground ball to the second baseman, puts the leather on it, tosses it across to the first baseman. That's going to be out number 2.
Yeah, he hit that one on the end of the bat.
No? Put this one in. Zach Morgan up the bat for the Friars. Morgan with 2 outs, 1 ball, 1 strike. Gets a strikeout there. Morgan's retired. Friars down to their last 3 outs here. Score Caravan 6 and your Friars 3. The Friars can hold them off. They'll be chasing 3 going to the bottom of the 7th. And the dramatic conclusion of this game is coming down to the last 6 outs here. We're live at the Priory here. You're watching the Nero Broadcast Network, and this is the Pat and Rhino Show.
This break of the action's been brought to you by Dairy Queen in Villa Park, 211 East St. Charles Road. Dairy Queen in Villa Park has been in business for over 85 years. The friendly staff will be serving up frozen treats daily. Dairy Queen in Villa Park. LLC. Near West Umpires LLC, providing high-quality, dependable umpires for all your baseball needs. When you need an umpire, you need Near West Umpire.
.com.
Train with rain. Train with rain. Train with brain.
We use total control balls. Why don't you?
Season starts now. Training never ends. Visit us at totalcontrolsports.com.
At totalcontrolsports.com. I'm Amber Patton of Total Control Sports and professional softball player. The Total Control balls are a weighted hitting ball system that develops a hitter's strength and extension through the hitting zone while providing instant feedback. They are used by individuals of all ages for both baseball and softball throughout the world, from recreational Little League all the way up through the...
All right, we've got a pitching change. Colin Dragus on the mound. So we got a nervous parent in the booth. First pitch is low, in the dirt. Colin's just got to find the zone here and keep this game at 3 runs.
That knocked my camera off? No, we're good. Sorry about that, partner.
No problem, partner.
Getting chilly here. That one in there for a man. Okay, inside for a ball. Sorry, you probably called pitching change here. Colin Dragus in there on the bump for the Friars. Charlie Sutton, third pitcher for the Friars.
Always trouble for the bullpen. Colin hasn't come out of the bullpen very often. He's usually a starter, so he's not accustomed to this. So he just has to find the zone here. He found it there.
Yeah, Colin comes in. He's warmed up now. Fires that one in there for a strike. 3-1 the count. Friars chasing 3 here. Ground ball sharply hit. Fair ball. Fair ball. Runner on his way to second base. Scooped up. And Benaktar pleaded his case at third that it was absolutely foul.
Colin extremely upset with that call. He looked at Blue and said, "How is that fair?"
And then we're back in the action here. Now we got a leadoff double. Big 44 for the Caravans. He's 2 for 2 today with an RBI and a base on balls. Kid's mashing.
Colin sneaks in a low strike there.
That's a strike.
He offered at that pitch. Why is that not a strike?
0-2 the count here. Home plate umpire has got it correct on the offering for the bunt.
He's not very decisive with this strike call.
Oh, he gets him swinging for strike 3. That's going to be out number 1.
Fooled him on that pitch.
Bring up Nat. Nat's 0 for 2 today with a run scored and a strikeout. Reached on an error, I believe. It's the only way that could happen. Curveball hit high in the air. Beckett going back to his left, puts the glove up, puts the leather on it. That's going to be a sacrifice fly. It's going to score a run. And the Caravans manufactured that leadoff. Is it a walk? Is it a leadoff walk?
That was a.
Oh, that leadoff double down the line.
Leadoff
that's right.
double.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, son of a gun! No.
After a likely foul ball that was called into fair play.
Yeah, we're gonna go back. We've got 9 camera angles on that, and I will be sure to
look at that one. That's interesting.
Oh, that one
was
smoked out of the right center gap. That one's going all the way to the wall. Oh! Ooh! Friars do well to get it in. It's going to be an RBI triple. Now it's 8-3.
Certainly a tough situation now, but I'm not going to give up on the Friars.
Well, no, you just want to go ahead with 2 outs here and get the last out and hope that the Friars can mount a rally here in the bottom of the 7th at home. Beautiful, beautiful curveball there by Colin Dragus there for strike number 1. I don't even think the hitter made a move on that. He's just like, I'm going to give you that one. I'm just going to go ahead and give you that one.
He decided he wasn't going to offer it that one.
There we go. Now Colin's ahead 1-2 with 2 away here.
He picked up the velocity on that one. Let's see if he can change speeds here.
I'd like to see Colin here stay with that slow curveball up in the zone.
He does, but just missed it low.
2-2, man. I hate to say it. It's that one's been plaguing us. We've been ahead.
It has. It's been a tough full counts and 2-2 counts today.
7-3 Caravans. That one, fastball misses upstairs. That's going to move it full. It's okay.
Again, a 3-2 count, partner. Let's see if we can pull it off here.
Ground ball, sharply hit through the hole between third and short's going to score. Ron Buccolo picks it up, fires it into Gio Rangel. That's going to be an RBI single. Now the score is 8-3.
We have not got the breaks on the 3-2 count today.
The things kind of got a little away from the Friars here in the late innings. 2 crooked numbers put up by the Caravans since the pitching change here. Charlie Sutton came in and I thought pitched very well, partner. He was ahead in the count and
he was pitching well. He had 2 tough breaks.
Some kind of discussion there. I don't know. There's some paperwork and pens and pencils going on. At the end of the day, it's 8-3 Caravans. Not what you want to hear.
We're getting kicked out. Not a snitch, but it was in blue. He was in blue.
Oh, he got him. Oh,
Just
wow.
missed the tag.
Morgan's been on that snap throw to first today. Absolutely had him.
He had him beat if that was a lower throw.
That's right. Yeah, that's right, partner. Thanks for, you finished my sentence. Swinging through that one there. Strike 1.
He goes to St. Ignatius.
That's been a great game so far. Friars still in this one. They got to absolutely close the door on this inning and get back to the bottom of the 7th. Strike 2.
One good pitch here, and they might get out of this inning.
Adams been known to throw a bunt down.
Dude plays soccer at Iggy. How much lower?
The scouting report last night against Loyola threw a bunt down with runner on first. It'd be wild to see him do it with 2 strikes, but he was very successful at it. 2 ball, 2 strikes. I'd like to see Colin just get the punch out right here. Let's be done with it. I am tired of looking at 2-2 and 2. There's a ground ball back to Colin Dragus. Fields it, underhands it over to Bastido. And that's going to stop the bleeding there. It was after 2 runs scored. Well, this is going to be it here. It's a score 8-3 Caravans as we move to the bottom of the 7th. Friars are chasing 5. We'll be back in the action here on the Neuro Broadcast Network. You're watching the Pat and Rhino Show.
Train the brain. Train the brain. Train the brain.
We use total control balls. Why don't you?
Season starts now. Training never ends. Visit us at TotalControlSports.com.
LLC. Near West Umpires LLC, providing high-quality, dependable umpires for all your baseball needs. When you need an umpire, you need Near West Umpires. This break of the action has been brought to you by Dairy Queen in Villa Park, 211 East St. Charles Road. The Dairy Queen in Villa Park has been in business for over 85 years. The friendly staff will be serving up frozen treats daily. Dairy Queen in Villa Park.
We got Matt Sullivan out here in the broadcast booth with us. Sullivan, Forest Park, River Forest, Oak Parker, Lifer, out here bringing his lucky charms out for the Friars as they close out the dramatic ending here in this matchup between the Friars and the Caravans. Friars chasing 8. They need some kind of action here as the starting pitcher remains on the mound for the Caravans. That ball in there misses low for ball 1. Partner, I got to tell you, I think I'm done sitting. And that's 2-0 to count to Mike Katina, the leadoff man here. If Mike, Gio Rangel in the on-deck circle. Home plate umpire adjusting his protective gear. He takes that one all day long. 2-1 to count to Mike. Fouls that one straight back now. 2-2 the count here. Like to see the leadoff man reach for the Friars. Chasing 5 runs here. Ball misses just a bit upstairs. 3-4 inches.
We just need
3-2 the count to Mike Katina.
on here.
The ball hit up in the air, down the left field line in no man's land, and that one's down. That's going to be a leadoff single. That's going to be a leadoff single.
Great start.
Mike Katina.
That's
exactly going to get things started for the Friars. Oh, and the long, slow walk by the Caravans head coach as he approaches the mound. He might get there before Sunday. But that's going to do it for the starting pitcher. What a great job. Round of applause for him. He did a great job. But nonetheless, we're in the bullpen for the Caravans with a with a man on first. And this pitching change is going to be brought to you by O'Sullivan's Public House. All right, this one's not over yet, folks. Hopefully you're glued to your seats here as the Friars got the leadoff man on first base. That brings up Gio Rangel. Rangel's 1 for 1 with a RBI triple.
He takes a high one there.
Yep, takes a swing of that. Yep, hack at that first high fastball. I think that was, it might have been a changeup. I don't know. If that's the fastball, we're in business.
Yeah, I think you're right. That wasn't a very fast ball there. Just high.
Katina back, nothing doing on the play back to first. Yeah. Production quality is going through the roof here. Friars chasing 5 here in the bottom of the 7th. Runner on first base, no outs. Smash into the gap by Gio Rangel. That's going to move Katina over to second. And runners are on first and second base. Friars managed to get into the bullpen here late. And that's going to bring up the top of the order in the form of Beckett Javel. Beckett Javel stands in for the Friars.
That's exactly what we needed, Nero.
Partner, you ain't kidding.
So far, it's going to plan.
That ball misses upstairs. That one down low misses, and Beckett's ahead 2-0 in the count.
We got a hitter's count.
It's been a wonderful game to call. It's been a wonderful playoff game, and Friars standing in there now with a chance to walk this one off here. I know it seems insurmountable, but with 3-0 the count to Beckett.
You've got to be taking here.
Absolutely, partner. I would agree. 3-0 count to Beckett. Buccalo in the on-deck circle for the Friars. Taking all day.
Absolutely. And that was a borderline strike.
What is this that you're drinking with all the material in it, partner? There's like crushed grapes in there. It looks very fruity, delicious. That one driven out to the second baseman. It's a dead ball. I'm not sure what the umpire just called there, but it probably was an infield fly rule.
The umpire said he dropped that on purpose.
All right. Yeah, nice job by the second baseman. He was looking for a double play, but I believe it's an infield fly rule and the line drive to second baseman. Anyway, that brings up Buccalo with 1 out. Oh, Book smashes that one down the right field line and foul and out of play.
If he straightens that out, that's got a chance of going up.
With 1 away, you've got Book, Bach, and Rock. Certainly, Benakdar will bat in this inning. If Book should reach. There's a ground ball. Short, the third baseman. Fires one over to second. And they double him out. And that's going to end the game, end the inning. Friars come up short here in the playoff game, and that's going to do it for their season. Caravans 8, Friars 3. It has been a fantastic game, partner. It's been a fantastic season. Shout out to my partner, Pat Fagan, watching all the way out there in, I believe, California.
Well, regardless of this outcome, Ryan, this team played really well this year. They fought hard. They fought hard in this game. They put pressure on Mount Carmel. Mount Carmel just came up with a better ending for them. Unfortunately, but I'm still proud of these Friars. They played a great second half of the season. They really turned it on.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more. I think the second half of the season's really been a tale of really 2 seasons, right? They came out, it's windy and it's rainy and it's snowy and it's muddy and it's cold, and all of a sudden they found their stride middle of the season and been absolutely mashing the baseball. They hung with Mount Carmel through 4 or 5 innings there, and got in the bullpen, had a little bit of trouble, but at the end of the day, it was a great game. It was very competitive, and at the end of the day, the Friars came up short. But hats off to the JV Friars. They've got a lot of game left in them, and good luck to them. Good luck.
We lost our production
assistant. Good luck to them as they move on to travel ball, and wherever they're playing travel ball. And that's going to do it,
and Ryan,
I
got to
guess.
tell you, though, this JV team, they're going to help varsity next year. There's some excellent players on this team. And a lot of these varsity players I've talked to, they're excited about some of these guys coming up. So they're going to make an impact next year and really help that varsity team out and make a run for state.
Well said, partner. Well, that's going to do it for the Pat and Rhino Show. Thanks for watching the Nero Broadcast Network, and thank you for all the subscribers and participating here through the Friar baseball season. It's been a pleasure bringing these live stream broadcasts into your living room, onto your phone, into the dashboard of your vehicle. And so we appreciate all your support. And with that, we'll end the broadcast. Thank you all for watching. That's going to do it for the Nero Broadcast Network and the Pat and Rhino Show. We'll catch you next season. Have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend.